Yeah, I mean, like to me, the name Harmony, and I see what they're doing. Because at first, I was like, what is this Harmony? I was following Ian Bellina, and I saw that he talked about it. He was going to invest in the pre-sale, and he had it on his spreadsheet because he had the spreadsheet with all the stuff he invested in. And he, for some reason, he didn't. He said it was something about the deal. He didn't like the pre-sale or whatever like that. And then I came back to it later on because I wanted to see like what else is out there and what is this Harmony about. And then when I looked at it and I was like, well, I was like, this could really do something. I like their plan. So I was like, all right, so I'm gonna jump on it. And then I started, riding with it, and I wrote it even when the market went down back in March. Excuse me. Back in March 2020. Even when the market went down, I never sold that or my Matic. I just kept it because I was just like, like I know what's happening in the world right now, and I know that the market should bounce back up. I just didn't know how low it was going to go. And but I believe the name signifies what they're doing, and they're not trying to necessarily compete with all the other. They're trying to like be this hub for all the other blockchains and stuff like that. So, I mean, of course, I hope they do it because even after this bull run, I still wanna make content. I don't want to stop doing what I'm doing because the hype is over, or whatever like that. Because to me, it defeats the purpose of making a channel.
I'm
Just because.
I'm certain the Harmony team will succeed. When I first was looking, when I first came across the token, and then I went and looked. I mean, the white paper is it's over 600 pages. Obviously, but I went through quite carefully the first 300 pages, and then I also looked on their site at the team, and sort of so I look at, okay, well, what are the achievements on a practical level? I mean, how Harmony came about from the uh, uh, Google, a Google founding team is a really big deal. And then, Stephen going and selling to Apple, the spot setter, and I can't remember who else, one of the other engineers doing for Amazon. I mean, you have some pretty hard hitting
Yeah,
track
yeah.
record. But I also, just when I looked at the whole energy of the team, I felt like, oh, this isn't hot air. This isn't just talk. They really are going to implement. This is going to happen. And that's why I'm surprised at this point that it hasn't taken off yet. But I think it's about to really pump. I mean, I have probably a fraction of what you have. I just got some more because I'm doing dollar cost averaging. So I have just over 100,000 Harmony now. And
Okay.
I hope to have some more soon. But
Well, the stimulus check is coming up.
yeah,
The stimulus check.
yes,
I'm gonna do a video. I'm doing a video when I get my stimulus check. I'm gonna put it on Harmony. So I'm gonna do a video about that.
I love
That's my
it.
plan. That's my plan. So yeah.
Brilliant. Yes, yeah, that's a good way
Yeah.
to turn that money into to multiply it. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna do that because right now I have 200,000,
Wow.
and like in my mindset too, I was always like scared that that it wouldn't do what I wanted to do in the beginning. So I didn't accumulate more and more in the beginning. So I kind of wish I did. I started like as time went on, I started making videos. I made one video about can Harmony One make you a millionaire and about $1 or something like that. I made a couple of videos like that. That's when I was like, really like thinking that this could do more. But by then I kind of I was already, I was invested with what I already had. So but now, I'm like I see what it's doing because I had it at 0.005 and I wrote it up from there. So I'm just like, okay, this is really it's already have me way in the green. So I'm way in the green with it already.
and that's part of the challenge, I think, is having faith and taking the action to invest when
Yeah,
you don't yet see the price matching it. That is the risk reward that one goes
yeah,
through.
exactly.
I've gone through the
So,
same thing each time where I go, oh my gosh, like when I got so Matic, I probably later than you when I came across it, but I got in at 10 cents. And then it was, why didn't I get more then? You know,
yeah,
I
yeah,
drive myself nuts at points, mentally just giving myself a really hard time. But again, we don't know what we don't know. And once working within a certain budget for each person, it's different.
yeah. That's you're absolutely right about that. Because even now, I think about why didn't I get more Matic, and I could have got way more Matic, but it was just that I was like thinking like, well, maybe you should put it because I when I before like I had Matic and Harmony, so I had those, but then I kept changing out my other ones, and I was like, well, I need to decide like what I'm gonna do, and then stop, doing all this bouncing around with trading. And so I finally just like I got my main ones is that I got Matic Harmony, and I got one called Kit. And I found that one, listening to Ben from BitBoy. And then I caught the pre-sale with that one. And then I was gonna like sell it. I was gonna do a quick flip until I watched the video. And when they started talking, I was like, oh, I ain't about to sell this. Like that, to me, this is gonna be big. So they caught me with the video, and that it made me hold it. But I was about to, just give it up because I was trying to catch like a pump and dump, but it didn't do that. But I'm kind of glad it didn't because I would have sold it. So I didn't sell that one. So now I'm just hodling, and just believing in what I got. And if I can, get some more of what I got, that's just what I'm doing. And I already know what kind of market we in anyway, so
Yes.
that's and you kind of answered my other question. Because my other question was going to be how did you get into Harmony, but you answered it when you explained the whole Neo thing and how you put it all together. So you already answered that question right there.
I'm a
So
big fan of I'm a big fan of the Matrix.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
it's definitely. I think that crypto, again, it's gonna go so mainstream soon.
mm-hmm.
I think the people who are in it early on, just probably they're really frustrated. Some of them, not the developers, not the VCs, but the people that wanted the privacy and having a
Mm,
trustless network, transparency, all of those things. That there is a
yeah,
That's part of the challenge, I think, of going mainstream with something and it being successful. Are there are trade-offs to that? Um,
yeah. That's just like the internet. People want privacy, but the trade-off is the internet went mainstream. So it's stuff is going to get regulated, and that's how it is with crypto. We have to accept we have to take the stuff we want with the stuff that we don't want if we want to like see a brighter future for ourselves with that. So that's the way I see it, and I knew it was going to happen anyway. I knew that you can't sit here and be wild like this and get bigger, and the government just is going to just let it go by and let it do its thing in the background. Like that's not going to happen. Like the government's going to say, well, you can do this, but you can't do this right here. This right here is too extreme, or So I don't know how much regulated it's going to be in the future, but I know it is. I just figured that I know that, like when people talk about the rich getting richer, what I believe is that either you are a part of that crowd, or you're not. So in my mind, I want to be the rich getting richer. I want to be right there, and then I can help people. I can help people come up easier because I know the route. I know the way. And that's what I see like other people doing, what some people are doing in the crypto space is that they ran this path and then they're just showing you how to do the path. So I feel like I can just do the same thing. and therefore you can't save everybody, but but at least you can save some people along the way and help them become rich and successful in whatever kind of way that they want to do it. So
Yeah, and the point you're making there is it's not just about, say, one person. I remember years ago thinking, well, why should I go and write a book on intuition if there's all these other books on intuition? But I think that if you're interested in a topic, for example, I watch Crypto, Ivan on Tech, BitBoy, Carl the Moon, some of Tony Vay. I don't go to just, and I watch your stuff now as well. I don't just watch one person, because I think people bring different points of view that are valuable. The other thing is what you said about the regulations. We're going to end up having everything, I believe, regulated up to the hilt. Just how we have Forex and all these things, and Wall Street and NASDAQ, Coinbase, all of it. It's going to get, probably traders are going to have to be certified through Securities Exchange Commission. That's what's coming. That's what's amazing now, is that you can trade and you don't have to have taken all these exams and jump through all these hoops. It's totally accessible. But I think at some point, just one's going to end up having to be licensed, just like a broker does, and there will be minimum amounts, and it will all change. Hopefully, not too much, not to that same degree, but it's coming in the next 2 to 3 years.